Hey guys, it's Lynk Plays Games. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Minecraft Build. So, as you guys seen by the title, we are building a very sus base today. Yes, I am a fan of Among Us. I don't understand why it's so taboo to say that. Like, I don't understand why people don't like Among Us. Maybe because it got overplayed, or that it was just like one of those things. It was either you were really good at, or you know, you had to have friends to play it. I think that was like another big part of it, because to play with like a lobby of people you don't know, that was difficult. As you guys have seen like on my channel years and years ago, please don't go back and look at it, because that was a disaster zone. Definitely not family friendly. But, you know, I tried to do the Among Us while it was still popular, and I was playing in lobbies with strangers. So it was very hard to know what was going on, and then you would have people who were really good at the game, who were like great imposters, or you had people who were really bad at the game, and they were like really tough crewmates or tough imposters, because they'd either be chosen quickly or they would, you know, not know what to do. When I first started playing Among Us and I was playing in these lobbies, I mean, I was not the best imposter, because it was hard to know people, like, hard to know what was gonna pull the wool over their eyes. Whereas when you play with friends, you know how to not manipulate them or trick them, really, but at the same time, yeah, you know how to convince them that you're not the bad guy, and they want to trust you because they're your friends, and that's what made the game really cool, kind of where it made you, like, really think about your friends and, you know, realize what works with them, how to get around them, who you can and cannot trust if they are the imposter, if they're gonna kill you right away. I wish I had gotten to a point where I played with friends, but I'm glad that it's, you know, took a while for me to invite friends to my channel and gradually build the way that I have. But again, why is Phasmophobia, sorry, my computer's updating Phasmophobia and I looked over, but why is Among Us taboo? Can someone, like, stop and explain that to me real quick? Like, what is the big deal of it? Because I know some people, they're like, oh yeah, Among Us is, like, the worst game ever. And I'm like, by what merits? Can someone please explain that to me? Because in my opinion, like I said, I think the game was really good, well developed. Definitely a lot better than people give it credit for currently. But that's just me. You guys may have different opinions. But anyways, so let's focus on building this. This has definitely been one of my most difficult builds, because, like, usually, you guys have seen, I've been building houses, I've been building, you know, typical buildings. I haven't done anything bizarre. I think the weirdest one I've done would have to be the Skyview house, which I didn't even end up liking that house. I need to set TNT to it. That house needs to go. But, like, with the Among Us build, it's something different. It's not your typical house structure. It's not a typical building. It's a character from a video game. And I don't remember exactly what brought me onto the idea of building it. There ain't no telling. I probably was like half asleep and was like, yeah, this is a great idea. I want to do this. And then I set out to do it. Typically how most of my content goes. But, you know, I did want to do something different. I love that I did this build because it definitely was a challenge. Because I did not have a picture of the Among Us guy. Like most people, when they do builds like that, they're like, yeah, so I just like Googled a picture of the character and then I build and then so on and so on. Whereas with me, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna kind of go with it. Because I have a vague idea in my mind of what it looks like. And to say that this turned out so good in comparison just makes me so happy. I also kind of want to fix this over here because the Among Us guy's legs are not, you know, perfectly even because he is kind of towards the side. If we get a side view of him, not a full side view, but something like that. Look at this. It looks so good. Let's see, I want to fix this though. That way we get the full effect of him looking in a different direction. Perfect. Like I said though, this has been one of my most difficult builds because it took a lot of thinking, a lot of, you know, analyzing, trying to figure out, would this work, would that work, do I need to, you know, build this out. There was many times in this build that I sat there and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to like completely take down a whole chunk of this because it needs to be wider, it needs to be taller, it needs to be this way, it needs to be that way. Very stressful. By all means, like very, very stressful. Trying to figure this out and build it how it needed to be built. Let's see, go ahead and fix that up. I feel like also doing the walls like this, it gave it some more dimension, which I love. Let's see, don't build too far. How's that looking? I think we got it looking pretty good. I'm gonna add some red right here though, to kind of give it some more dimension. That'd be if we looked at Among Us character from the complete side view of it. Really builds into the 3D model of it. And let's see. This was truly, like I said, difficult. It was a lot of thinking, a lot of deciding, a lot of figuring out what goes where and how to do it. But I'm glad I did because I like challenging myself. To have challenged myself in this way was completely different from what I've been doing. And I think as a content creator, as a person, and as most people are, you need to be challenged in what you're doing. You need to set your bars for yourself higher. You need to set your goals, you know, further away from where you're at so you can continue to grow and continue to build yourself. And I'm glad I've gotten that opportunity with this build. I'm impressed with myself. And I think that's the best feeling that there is as a creator of any sort, is that I set out to do something that was difficult and I did it. Though, I will say, why did I choose the black blocks like this? The black concrete, it's so hard to see. I can't tell what I'm doing. The struggle is real. I need the sun to come back up. Can I have daylight already? So I can see what I'm doing? I feel like even with daylight I wouldn't be able to see that well because it's so dark. But I think that's the point of those, so because I can't complain too much. Alright, go ahead and fix this up. And let's go ahead and finish out this wall so I can start working on the inside because the inside's looking a little bit bland. It's a bit of a hollow shell. So let's go ahead and last little bit. Getting there. Alrighty, and then look at that, the moon's going down and the sun's coming up right as we're finishing in this. Perfect. Alright, now time to decorate the inside. I want to add another level to this because we need to be able to see out that window. Can't have a nice big beautiful window without being able to see a... So let's go ahead and build a staircase. This definitely was difficult as well, trying to build a staircase and figure out how to go from there. Let's see. Try not to make it too short either. These staircases are truly relentless. Let's see, how do I need to do this? Let's do the flooring that way. I went ahead and went with the red wood only because it builds into the theme. I didn't want to use too many colors outside of the red and the black, just to give it the right colors and dimensions and tones it needed. So let's see, how am I going to decorate this? This may have been the most difficult build I've ever done. Let's see. Oops. I think that's gonna work. There we go. Then I feel like that doesn't have enough detail. But what is it missing? This is gonna be the hardest part of it, trying to figure out what it's missing. Let's see. I'm gonna try... Okay, wait, that looks cool. So maybe if I do slabs... Okay, that's what it was missing. That's what it needed. Perfect. Put some lights up there just so we have it nicely lit up for right now while we figure it out. How do I need to do the stairs? Need to revisit the stairs, make sure they're good enough. Sorry guys, I know the back and forth is probably driving you all crazy. Oops. Oh well. It happens. Some of the best people are crazy. I can vouch for that. There we go. Let's see. That's not lined up good enough, and I think that works. Alright. So let's continue on and start putting in a doorway. Look at that. Okay, so yes, there was a time jump. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that I accidentally clicked to stop recording. So by the time I realized, I was already halfway through decorating. So I went ahead and decided to restart wow, my mind's blanking. I decided to restart the video and finish working on the designs. One second, that'd look cool. Can't really go through it because it's carpet. But you could always break the carpet, go up there, and it's like a hidden upstairs room. That looks pretty nice. Perfect. Then this is what I've got. This house can have many people hiding in its base. I think it turned out so good, and I'm sorry I didn't get to share the entire process with you guys. I feel bad. What in the world did I do there? Okay, there we go. But I think we are done here. Ew, gotta fix that. There we go. Alrighty, guys. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!